So, Mr. Mayor, we were sitting here talking last night, and we're trying to figure out when it was that you figured out that Huckabee was going to win Iowa. At what point last year did you figure out Huckabee was going to win Iowa, McCain was going to win New Hampshire, Romney was going to win Michigan, and your chaos theory was going to work perfectly?
Yeah.
I think we figured it out last January, February.
Or actually maybe last night?
Yeah.
Can you believe this? This is the most
life is really more about the things you don't anticipate than the things that you do. And look, we didn't have it figured out. I don't think they had it figured out either, right? I mean, each one of them had a different scenario for all this. But this is the one we're handed, and we'll deal with it.
But this is the scenario, though, that a lot of people are saying you had to have happened to be competitive starting in Florida and Washington. The question is, that's $30, $40 million to run a gubernatorial campaign here. How do you get your message out over the next week?
The way we're doing it. Every community, we do a number of events every day, different media markets, get your message out, talk to people. We've got a really good organization here, which we've built over about a year, about a 1 year period, maybe more. Can't remember when we started. Started a while back. But this is one of our stronger organizations, and so this will be a great test for us.
Mitt Romney spent a couple $1 million in Michigan. How much money can you spend in Florida?
I don't know exactly. We'll have to see how much we'll put into it. I never think about the amount of money. They decide how much they're going to put on the air, when they're going to put it on the air.
But do you have the money you need to get the advertisements out there?
We definitely have the money we need for the advertisements that we had planned. I think we may actually have a little bit more than we thought. So I don't think it's going to be a question of not getting enough advertisements on. I think it's going to be a question of message. Who has the strongest message for the state of Florida? I think that's what happened in Michigan. I think in Michigan it was a question of who had more advertisements. I think it was a question of message. I think New Hampshire surely was. And Iowa was. I mean, Huckabee was outspent 10 to 1.
From everything I've heard, your campaign is expecting to take Florida. I'm not underestimating you because you're the former mayor of New York, for sure. I don't think you should either. I know you do.
I feel is I think it has to do with having handled crisis, having handled New York City at a time in which, not just on September 11, but having handled it at a time in which there was a tremendous amount of crime and somebody had to turn it around, and I did. Tremendous amount of welfare. We turned it into a workfare capital rather than a welfare capital. People, one of the reasons I think I do well in Florida is people in Florida are familiar with New York. They travel back and forth to New York. So maybe people can say to me, I used to come to New York before you were mayor, and after you were mayor, it was a totally different city. So I think that appeal or that argument is there for me.